Okay, we got some TOKON character reveals, and who knew that if you show new things about your game, and kind of changes some like refreshing things, that hey, it gets people hyped, interested, generates intrigue, and this is like this is none of this is scripted. Almost 12 hours later, I'm so happy, dude. Like, uh, I think them choosing to show magic first over Wolverine was kind of like a let him hang moment, forgive my crassness, but like, oh baby, I love magic so much, and like, this is her world we're starting to live in, and everyone who ain't on that wave just gotta like kind of get on board with it, but um, very interesting that all the characters are kind of so they're like not necessarily random, right? They're all themed. Okay, I can talk about Danger too. I like her because I don't like playing zoners. I don't really like fighting zoners either, but I think like it's really easy to pick a super like plain boring dude like Punisher or whatever as a zoner. So I think her getting to become it is really cool, and like, you know, Danger's a crazy pool. She's someone I wasn't even aware of, but yeah, I like, and I'm like talking louder too as I talk about. I'm so happy. I'm so hyped. I'm not in love with the team. I'm not a big Wolverine guy, but I kind of understand his presence there. But I love Storm, dude. I talked about in the last video. Like, I really like Storm. I love Magic beforehand, and seeing her now, I'm so pumped. And then Wolverine and Danger. Now I'm like interested because we're doing themed teams and we're doing only 4 characters a year for DLC, which is like the standard, but in a 4v4 where the base roster's only 20. That's one team, right? I don't think we're getting like random bullshit. Like, I don't think next season would be like, well, here's Lady Sif and here's Tigress, and then we're gonna add Moon Knight and Iron Fist. I don't really think that's happening. So, but also I think picking a themed team is also like kind of hard to get on board with. Like, the Fantastic Four is made for this game, and I like in my heart of hearts, I believe they're going to be that first DLC pass. And oh my God, is that we're gonna find out how much people really like the Fantastic Four, kind of when or because like kind of see the sentiment going around. They're like, do you really want to like wait however long? First DLC, it's Reed. Second DLC comes out, it's a Thing. Third DLC comes out, it's Johnny. Fourth one comes out, it's Sue. And like I have personal experience with this because like when Marvel Rivals did this last year, sorry to bring this up. Marvel Rivals going on the back burner even longer. I'm gonna do a character like prediction again because I love doing those. But when Rivals last February was doing the 4 for season 1, I had a friend talk about like how he didn't want all of the 4 at once, and I thought that was crazy because like why not do all the 4 at once? I would argue like I don't want to see like Johnny or Reed, right? And then it's like here's a different, completely unrelated character, and then here's a third unrelated, and then here's a fourth. I think that's really lame, and like that would test my patience. I talked about how much people really love them. You really testing how much I love Marvel and Tokon, and like however I feel about that game when the DLC comes out. But um, I don't. Yeah, I think a four. I think four. I like if we got two teams. So there was like two. There was like a nice little balance, you know. So like we have the Fantastic Four, and then we have like the Guardians of the Galaxy or like the Asgards, right? Asgardians. Like I think that'd be really like you'd have the four, and then like maybe Lady Sif, and then like Lady Loki, and then Hela or like Gore the God Butcher or Beta Ray Bill, whatever, right? But yeah, that's and like second Arcs game to really do costumes is also really cool, but yeah, I'm pumped. I'm genuinely pumped. I don't want to get too much into like character politics and what I think because I will 100% make a. I'll probably like start working on that after this. But W X-Men picks. I'm. I guess I could talk about it more. We shout out basketball talk. We done with the 90s, man. Like I think like unless we're talking Nightcrawler, Jubilee, Angel Beast, like at least for this game, kind of for a little bit, we gotta let go of that because that's like they want to do their own thing. They want to establish their own identity. They want to like kind of do their own characters, and I fuck with that. Like, let me see like Dust or something. Let me see Sunspot. Let me see Mirage, like straight up. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm not actively hurt or upset. I'm more like, damn, I would have taken Cyclops over Wolverine, and I kind of think a lot of the boomers, the FGC old heads, I think they would also probably take Cyclops over Wolverine because like Cyclops is so much more like steeped in like NBC FGC rather than like Wolverine being Wolverine. Sorry, I'm out of breath, but yeah, besides that, I don't really care. Like I think this is a great pick. I like Storm. At least half the team is cool. I am getting on. You better believe I'm getting to the character roster like as soon as I'm done with this. That's all I got. Scrapyard special. I don't know how I'm gonna title this, but thank you for watching for a minute, 5 minutes, the whole thing. Um, I'm really appreciative, and I'll see you next time.